Hello, and thank you for joining me today. Today I'd like to talk to you about something that is pretty important when you're out there using social media to promote your business, service, or even yourself. Today I'd like to talk to you about online sexual predators who victimize women. Keep in mind that predators don't just victimize young women and children, and heck, they don't just victimize women. Anybody can be a victim. You could be married for 20 or 30 years with a family at home. You could be single, well-educated, smart, in a healthy relationship, in an unhappy relationship, whatever. You could be any one of those people, and you're going to be somebody that some predator is looking for. So my idea today is to give you enough valuable information to hopefully prevent that, and if you are in that position, to help you out of it. When you're thinking of a predator, you typically think of the skeezy guy in a van who's driving around with, I don't know, free candy spray painted on the side of it. But that's not it. These people that I'm talking about aren't your typical jerks that grab your ass when you walk by them in a bar. These are the guys that calculate. They are very meticulous. They are incredibly precise. Most of the time they're very charming, and there's something about them that is incredibly appealing, and they use that to rope you in. What they typically do online, well, just as they do in real life, they profile. They look for those people that they're looking for. They look for those people that are going to do it for them. Once they do this, they're going to find you in places like, I don't know, chat rooms or different groups. You guys could be promoting the same nonprofit. You guys could be working together. They're going to use whatever that connection is, that common tie, and they are going to start a conversation with you, and this is how they develop their relationship, and this is how it all starts. They'll develop this relationship, and then they'll start to get to know you, and since you've had quite a few conversations with them, it's not that big of a deal to you anymore, because you're getting to know them and everything's fine. This guy's safe. I already know him. We've had 20 conversations. There's not a problem. Well, then they're going to start testing their boundaries, but they're going to start by asking you personal questions, and maybe even some compliments. For instance, oh my gosh, you have beautiful eyes, or you have an amazing smile. Well, okay, let's face it, women love to hear those things over and over and over and over again, and you could have us eating out of the palm of your hand by just telling us those things, because we have to hear it. I don't know, I think it's kind of a sickness, but we do it. They know this. So they're going to compliment you, and they're going to boost you up and make you feel good about yourself, and you're going to want to have conversations with this person that makes you feel good. Once they've done that, they're going to start pushing their boundaries. They're going to start saying things that are kind of inappropriate. For instance, you are so incredibly sexy, you could have any man you want. And, you know, that's a little bit of a self-esteem boost, but really not totally appropriate, but they haven't really crossed the line yet. Then they'll start saying things like, nice ass, or anyway, I'm not going to give any more examples of that, but they'll push the line and they'll say things that are completely inappropriate that they shouldn't be saying. After they've done that and you've accepted that, then they're going to say things like, take off your shirt, or maybe we should meet in person. Maybe we could, I don't know, fly somewhere. I'm going to be in Dallas for the month of May. Why don't we meet in Dallas? They use all of these things to push it so far that you don't even realize it's just happened. It's kind of a ninja style. It's a sneak attack. But they do it. And you get to a point where you feel like you've allowed so much that you don't know how to say no, and you don't know how to back out, because you've already allowed way too much already. So those are some of the things that you need to watch for, and you need to draw some very clear lines and set some definitive boundaries. So this predator this person is, like I said, very calculated and very meticulous and incredibly manipulative. So once they've already figured out all of your weaknesses, they provide whatever it is that you're missing. Say you're in a relationship, but you miss intimacy. I'm talking about real intimacy, as far as being able to have conversations with your spouse. He may say to you one day, you know, I miss intimacy too. I really understand what you're talking about. So he's coming across as somebody who's caring, but also somebody who can relate to what you're going through. So you have another common bond. And he may or may not, that doesn't even matter. The point is that they say these things just to make you think that you have so many different connections and they're giving you something that you really need. But it's not real. It's completely fake. One thing that you really need to be careful about when you are using social media and you're talking to these people online, they can take screenshots of everything that's going on. There's also a program, I don't know what it is, but there's also a program that can record everything that's going on your computer. So if this person does get you to take off your clothes over Skype, they could be recording the entire thing and blast that all over the internet, and I'm sure that's not an image that most of us want to have. Furthermore, they have paper trails like emails, text messages. Did you know that you could call the phone company and actually have all of your text messages sent back to you? I'm sure there's some legal action that's required, but it's possible. When you're dealing with things over the internet, over the computer, over your phone, there is always a paper trail of everything that's gone on. You could end up with a stalker. You could actually have just a complete voyeur on your hands. Furthermore, when you allow these people in, you're not just bringing them into your life and your heart or anything like that. It's everybody else around you. It's your family, it's your coworkers, it's your kids, spouse, loved ones, friends. Everything around you they have access to through you because you trust them, which potentially victimizes the rest of the people around you. Once you let them in that far, it's really, really hard to get them back out. So this is actually video 1 of 2. I know that I could babble on forever about this, but I don't want to take too much of your time. I'm going to finish up with another video, and I'm going to go through some of the precautions to take and some ways to get out if you do find yourself in this situation. So thank you, and you guys be safe out there.